3, 2, 1. Tech check. All right, I'm here. Hello, everybody. I'm back. Let's see if I can do this on a weekly basis now. I've just made some adjustments technically. Before we move on, subscribe if you haven't already. Share this video, but click the like button. I think that's what's going to help this channel grow the most is the like button click and comments in the comment section. Let me adjust my framing slightly here. All right, I have a couple articles that I'm going to read, but I do want to just look through this news feed real quick. As I said previously, I'm just going to read some of these headlines, not everything. Turkey jails 2 journalists for disclosing state secrets. Father dies. Doctors fighting for son's life after tragic road accident in Yerevan. I read this headline. I didn't quite understand it. Maybe it's just the phrasing. Paternal house of Armenian army commander and his military orders given after First Karabakh War robbed. So it looks like a house was robbed, but the rest of it is a little bit difficult to decipher. UNICEF, media port. UNICEF Armenia country office head spied in favor of Azerbaijan and Great Britain. I want to read that, but that's not what I'm reading today. It looks interesting. Armenia court accepts ex-constitutional court judge's lawsuit for proceedings. Armenian ex-MP on statement by Armenia first president. Go to this website. What is it? News.am. Yeah, news.am/English/news if you want to read it in English. I think it has the Armenian and maybe even a Russian. I don't know. It has other languages there, but I'm just skimming through these headlines. I'm going to read a couple articles here in a second. But ex-advisors, I already read that. Armenia ex-minister of diaspora on vandalism at alley of benefactors in Yerevan. U.S. blocks delivery of Turkish helicopters to Pakistan. That's good news. Armenia opposition Homeland Salvation Movement member. We'll determine our actions according to situation tomorrow. Okay. Obviously, context is lost in a lot of these. If you're following, you know some of what's going on. I'm just reading headlines, maybe to get you to go to this website. And then somebody in the comments section said, why would people watch your YouTube channel if they could just go to this website and read it? Well, they can, no problem. They can just go to the website and read it themselves. But then they'll miss my lively personality and my interaction and maybe laughing at my fumbling or whatever. There's more to life than just reading headlines. It's listening to some random non-Armenian guy read headlines. The ignorant came to Armenia Prime Minister's rally last week, says independent MP. That's an opinion. Russian Armenians representative. Azerbaijanis make provocations against Armenians in Russia after Karabakh War. Armenia independent MP. Prime Minister Pashinyan doesn't respond to Azerbaijan's Aliyev. Union of Armenians of Russia. Criminal case launched against Azerbaijanis who beat Armenians in Tomsk under 2 articles. Parliament. Artsakh woman honorably held title of birth giver of hero and mother of hero in all 3 liberation wars. That's a high honor for this woman. I mean, heartache. I'm sure maybe some of her offspring have died in this war, but it's a high honor to be giving birth to men who fight for their nation. That's my comment. I have no idea what that article's about, but I'm assuming. All right, let me just read a couple quick articles. Armenia political scientist. War, another defeat are inevitable if Pashinyan remains prime minister. Okay, let's see. I don't know. I'm just going to read the article and see if he has support or if he's just making a declarative statement. Azerbaijan President Ilham Aliyev's latest statement on the Zanzibar corridor, as well as the new Turkish-Azerbaijani military exercises, are reminiscent of his aggressive speeches and the similar Turkish-Azerbaijani military exercises before September 27, 2020. Armenian political scientist Andronik Tevanyan wrote about this on Facebook. As Aliyev announced the war with his speech at the UN, so he is doing now too. They want to use the face-to-face refusal, which is conditioned by the captives of Nikol Pashinyan in the issue of opening the Syunik corridor as an opportunity. Turkey again pushes Azerbaijan to war, proposing to present as a reason the Armenian side's non-fulfillment of the November 9 and January 11 agreement. Until Armenia presents itself with a new negotiator, we will not get the captives back. There will be no defender of Armenia's interests. In case Nikol Pashinyan remains prime minister, war and another defeat are inevitable. But this time Armenia, not Artsakh, will be the stage of military operations. Nikol's removal from power is the most important precondition to avoid war, and in case of that, not to repeat Artsakh's results, Tevanyan added in particular. I don't know who this political scientist is. I don't know what his credentials are. I don't know if he's credible or popular or this. I again, don't know anything about him, but he doesn't give a reason. He's saying this is how you avoid war. So switching out prime ministers would avoid war is his supposition. I don't know what that's based on. I don't know that that is true at all. I mean, my impression is Turkey and Azerbaijan just want that land, and they're happy with the political unrest. So I can't comment any further. I'm just reading what this guy said. I mean, what does he say? Until Armenia presents itself with a new negotiator. Well, you need some allies, some big, strong allies. So that kind of leads to this other article in Armen Press. Senator Bob Menendez calls on Biden to recognize Armenian genocide and work for release of POWs. And I think there's another senator who's, I mean, this is current. This is within the last day or so. This is a guy we've seen on this channel a lot, Menendez, and he's a Democrat. His party has the president, so maybe there's more influence. Maybe he really will get Joe Biden or Kamala Harris's ear, and maybe something will happen. That's what we hope. Let me just read. Senator Bob Menendez, Democrat, New Jersey, chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, pressed the Biden administration to join Congress in properly recognizing the Armenian genocide and also to work for the release of Armenian hostages illegally held by the Azerbaijani government. Whether it's recognizing the Armenian genocide or demanding the release of Armenian POWs, Senator Menendez is a principled, powerful, and persistent advocate, effectively advancing both our U.S. interests and our American values, said ANCA Eastern Region Chair and New Jersey resident Anit Chaglassian. Armenians across New Jersey and around the nation thank Senator Menendez for his leadership on issues of special concern to our community and coalition partners. The Garden State's senior senator made the remarks during the confirmation process for Wendy Sherman, who has been nominated to serve as Deputy Secretary of State, the agency's number 2 position. With regard to the U.S. policy on the Armenian genocide, Senator Menendez states, I hope the president will keep his commitment to recognizing the Armenian genocide. The United States Senate, by unanimous consent, passed it last year. I was proud to sponsor that. The House of Representatives has passed it. It's time for the President of the United States to do what the rest of the Congress of the United States, as representatives of the American people, which is to recognize the genocide. Let's call history for what it is. Hear, hear, Senator Menendez. Senator Menendez has already started reaching out to Senate colleagues to join him in sending a joint letter to President Biden, urging him to properly characterize the Armenian genocide in the annual April 24th commemorative statement. Senator Menendez went on to call for greater U.S. engagement in the OSCE Minsk Group mediation of the Artsakh Nagorno-Karabakh crisis, including active leadership in securing the release of over 200 Armenian prisoners of war and civilian captives illegally held by Azerbaijan some 4 months after the disastrous November 9th ceasefire agreement. We will look to help the people of Armenia and help to facilitate the release of POWs that the Azerbaijanis have, stated Senator Menendez. It is in violation of international law that they're doing what they're doing. We need to speak out, which the previous administration did not, and we need to work to try to get that region to look forward to what the Minsk process was. There is some suggestion that this is all over. No, it's not. And we need the POWs released, and we have to help Armenia as it gets all of these refugees back into their country. All right, he had to take a shot at the previous administration. How about the previous 10 administrations? Not to defend the previous administration, but Trump said some things about this, didn't do anything about it, much to the disappointment of his his supporters, but neither did Obama. And and the current president was in that administration. Neither did who was before George W. Bush, and then Clinton, and then George Bush, and then Ronald Reagan. So it's interesting to take pot shots at just one previous administration. All right. As I've said on this channel, the war is not over. It's only just begun. I mean, they're in winter now, and it's thawing, and it's not. I don't know. Subscribe and share. I think I'll be back tomorrow. Bye, everybody.